Alright, welcome back. We are headed to Donau, the Flower City. This really is a change of pace. Practically went through a desert. This whole area is kind of like a desert, but the cities are just built on oases, it seems. Last time our dragon spirit was stolen. And there's Lloyd. These bandits are about to kidnap and do something with this girl. Her name is Wink. Okay. So we see that even though Lloyd has been built up to be this villain, from our perspective, he's going around sometimes being a decent human being. And as a player, we don't really know what to think there. Of course, telling people you're not a bandit is the perfect way to convince them that you're not a bandit. So it seems like this woman's fiance, husband, went off to parley with the bandits to try to get them to leave the cities. It's probably not going to go well for him. That big house in the center, I'm afraid it's going to be the mayor's residence, and that's going to progress the story. I don't want to progress the story just yet. I want to go the wrong way. We have bandits here as well. And again, we're not using Shauna, but we have so much money that we might as well increase our stuff. It's no skin off my back. Rave Twister. Sounds like a party. I feel like we have enough items right now. So I think this area is where that cutscene happened, where we saw Sister Wink and Lloyd. And these guys are looking for Lloyd too, probably to congratulate him or thank him. Alright. Doesn't seem like there's anything in this room. I'm looking for Stardust. Not finding any. That's fine. Alright, so up those stairs is the way to the mayor's house, which means we can safely go inside this big house in the center. And as you can see, the bandits are just roaming the streets here without a care in the world. This one is even sleeping in the church. So apparently there's also a sea dragon in the sea somewhere. And as we learned in the first disc, anyone with a Dragoon spirit resonating with a particular dragon can control that dragon. So, God forbid we find someone with the sea dragon spirit able to control that sea dragon. This is a prime spot for Stardust, but there's nothing here. There's also a phantom ship roaming the ocean. We're getting a lot of good information here. That's why it's important in RPGs to always talk to people. It seems like the sea dragon is preventing all sea travel. Can I go upstairs? Wow. Let me talk to you. Alright. We've explored the entire town. We didn't find a single Stardust here. Strange. I'm sure some exist. It's just we're bad. Ma'am? The NPCs are just not playing ball here. Oh, come on. Really? Go away. Please, stop. Can you guys... please? Please. There's a... dog? Bow bow. There's gotta be a Stardust in the mayor's house. Because we explored the town and met that woman who gave us this letter, we're able to actually progress the story. So it seems like the gang is holed up in the Valley of Corrupted Gravity. But we need a pass to get through there. The mayor is heading to the Valley of Corrupted Gravity, and we're gonna head along there too. Is there any Stardust? We got one Stardust. Good job, guys. I think she's supposed to be really scantily clad, wearing like Korean MMO bikini armor. But she's also supposed to be like a fairly young teenager. She's got the comedically oversized hammer. So I guess any NPC that brandishes a real weapon is either A, an enemy, or B, a future party member. So this kid, Meru, also heard about Kate and Lynn, and she was gonna go to the bandits' hideout herself. But... she's totally knowledgeable and totally pretty, guys. Yeah. We don't really have a choice. Now, despite how silly Meru looks and how somewhat annoying her personality is, she's actually pretty fun to play. Her additions are really fast and a little unpredictable. She's got a kind of an offbeat rhythm to him. I should go to the weapons shop and see if I can upgrade her armor as well. Yeah, she comes standard with what you can buy here, so that's fine. Now we have to go back to the Barrens, all the way to the left and back to the Valley of Corrupted Gravity. At least I hope that's the case. Originally it said we needed the permission of the king, and I honestly didn't really read the dialogue box too thoroughly during that last scene. Although I should have. I was too busy commentating, which is a good idea. So hopefully Meru can show us a way to get around it somehow.
Typhoon. Burning rush.
It's been a little bit, so I think I've forgotten where we stand on additions. I think Dart was almost finished with Burning Rush.
Die. More and more.
Burning rush. Rod Typhoon.
In fact, let's take a look at our additions real quick. 3 more. I actually just now took a good look at the enemy model about how this guy has one huge pincer and one itty bitty pincer. That's hilarious.
Burning rush.
Die. More and more.
2 more Burning Rush.
Die. More and more.
Yes. Burning rush.
The worst part about Dart not having his Dragoon spirit is that he's potentially losing Dragoon level experience. Alright. See what happens here. Okay. So I should have read the dialogue boxes. And that's true in every single game ever. I did not. So let's head back to the first town. And try to talk to the royalty there. Princess Emile was an asshole, but
Burning rush.
maybe in the face of the real threat of bandits, we can get her to issue a pass.
Die. More and more.
Crush Dance. 4 editions. Okay. I'm gonna start off doing the same damage as Burning Rush. And Burning Rush isn't bad. It does less damage, but it gives you 102 SP. A full bar of SP. Which, these editions, you get to choose what you want out of them. Like, do I want damage? Go Volcano. Do I want a faster Dragoon meter? Go Burning Rush. For a magic user, anything with a higher SP would be better. For someone who doesn't really use a whole lot of magic, just straight damage would probably be better. But just because you get a new edition, just because an edition is further down the list, doesn't immediately make it better. Oh, it's the metal slime thing. Ugh, okay.
Die. More and more.
Do I have... I do not. What does this even mean? I'm gonna use it. What?! Okay, so I'm going to assume that the sachets don't actually one-shot all enemies, that they are specifically made for the metal slime type enemies. Otherwise, what the heck? What's unfortunate about those metal slime type enemies is that they didn't give me any gold. They just gave me experience.
Yes. Go. Crash dance.
Honestly, I'd rather have the gold. I don't need the gold, but I'd rather have it.
Run, Typhoon!
Yes. Yes. Go. Crash dance.
One of the downsides to using multi-combination additions like this, something other than 2 or 3, is that the counterattack can show up almost anywhere. The counterattack can't be the first one, it can't be the last one, but anything in between. So with this 4-button prompt addition, it could show up on the second one or third one. It's a little random. So it keeps you on your toes. In a bad sense. You can never find a comfortable spot.
Run, Typhoon!
Alright. Let's see if we can't get this pass. Surely somebody will be sympathetic towards our plight. So this is kind of stupid. We need the pass from the king here, and Albert, being a king also, could diplomatically request one. But he says no. He's gonna conceal his identity for reasons. And they're not good reasons. They're just, I'm not traveling as a king, I'm traveling as your friend. You can be both. And there's Maru being Maru. Whoa. So he didn't react at all to Maru, and now he's reacting to Shauna. That kind of reveals something, not about his taste, but how Maru views herself. She introduced herself as like pretty and beautiful, and she has a high opinion of herself, but probably in reality she's average. Not in a bad way, but probably just average, like everybody else. We're not gonna force our way through guards while on a diplomatic mission. So without any leads on how to get inside, our only real option is to go talk to the bartender, the waitress. She seemed to know a lot about everything, so maybe she knows some way to get inside. And really, in an RPG, if you don't know where to go to the local bar or pub. Works in D&D, works here too. So that guy was asking about Stardust, which we are interested in. Oh, okay, Martel's a girl. Oh, we haven't seen Martel since Bale. I completely forgot about her. Stardust is a miracle stone. If you collect all of them, your wish comes true. Okay, so now we can turn our Stardust in. A physical ring? That's the only thing we got? Alright, let's check out what that physical ring did. Raises maximum HP by 50%. That might be good for someone like Rose. She's fairly frail. Yeah, I think that's fine. Brings her HP up in line with Dart and Albert a little bit. I'll visit the inn after this. Alright, Kathy. Alright, so Kathy was a bust, and Martel only took our Stardust. So the only other real person we know in town is this Astrologian guy, but his door's closed. I wonder if we can make it night again by staying in the inn. We cannot. Okay. Let's go back up and talk to the guard again. We don't really have any other leads. Okay, so we found out that there are two princesses. There's a Princess Emile and a Princess Lisa. Lisa is a much more gentle and caring princess. Someone in this town has to know something. So we're just gonna run around and talk to everyone. This was back to the bar. No. I guess the next obvious point of interest would be the big center building. The astronomy center? The... whatever it's called? Planetarium. We've already seen this scene. I thought maybe something would trigger, or somebody would be here. I guess not. If there was a way to progress time to make it night. No, okay. Then other doors would open to us here, but I don't know how to do that. It's gonna be something silly, like try to leave town and a scene happens. No? Oof. Okay. I really don't want to look up a guide or anything. I feel like I should be able to figure this out. Oh! Here we go. It's Fester, the astrologian. So maybe we have to... He said once he finishes his errand, we can talk. Maybe we have to go around town and follow him. Here he is again, yeah. Alright. So going everywhere and talking to everyone eventually paid off. So last time Fester said that he worked for the royalty in some capacity. He's a governor. He helps run the town. And the bandits are here too. Just freely roaming the town. No one's doing anything about them. Strange. But there's a save point! So I guess the king of this land is a bit old and senile. They're setting up that his eyesight is incredibly poor. And I think that's going to be important. This is my save point. I claimed it. Alright, so we have somewhat of free reign of the castle until morning. We're not allowed to go some places. So it seems like the king didn't always used to be so ditzy and stupid. Both Princess Emile and the king have been acting strange. This guy was Princess Emile's tutor. He's saying that everything he taught her, she seems to have forgotten. So I don't think we can go anywhere else. Oh ho! Seems like somebody recognized him. Seems Princess Lisa, the younger sister, the kind and honest sister, recognized Albert. Or not that she recognized him, she used the stars to predict his arrival. We talked to an NPC earlier who said those in the royal line are extremely talented in astrology. So Lisa pretty much confirmed what everyone else in town had said, that Emil has been acting like a different person. Like, in the past, Lisa and Emil went horseback riding, and Emil's horse ran off ahead into the forest. And then they found her on the ground unconscious. But when she woke up, she was like a completely different person. But ever since then, the Garage Gang has pretty much had free reign to do whatever they wanted. I thought they said we were allowed to go. Oh well. We got the pass. And we can't go out at night. Because even though security has been lax around bandits, the guards at least are still trying to protect the citizenry. They're not allowing anyone to go out at night. Okay. So I thought Princess Lisa told me, or told us, that we were invited to the banquet. But that guard barred our way. So obviously there's still something to do in that town. I went to go try to talk to the NPC that allowed us to pass the time until morning last time, but it didn't work. So there's got to be something else we need to do. Let's talk to this maid. Nope, she's gone. Okay, this was the right thing to do. We were finally allowed inside the dining room. You can see Princess Emil just scarfing it down with no delicacy at all. And the king is still really stupid. And Emil kind of reveals herself there. As soon as we say we're going to the Valley of Corrupted Gravity, she starts. Obviously, there's some connection there between her and the bandits. Ah, she's a literal child. Alright, with that, I believe our business in this town is done. We have our destination. We've been there a couple times before, failing every time, but now we are officially heading to the Valley of Corrupted Gravity. But we will save that for next time. Until then, I'll see ya.